Are you really ready to leave your old thinking behind and step into 2025 with brand new eyes? This is your chance to reset. It might sound like a huge question, but think about it. If you keep doing the same old things, the same old ways, how can you expect anything to change this year? Right now is the perfect time to toss out the stale thoughts and say, I'm done with the same old mindset. Whether you've had the best year of your life or a really tough one, 2025 can be a fresh start to how you think, dream, and plan. Picture this. It's midnight on December 31st and you are watching the clock strike 12. Boom! Just like that, we all say, New Year, New Me. But sometimes after a few days, we slip back into the same old habits. We say things like, maybe tomorrow I'll try something different, or I'll change my routine next week. The truth is, real change takes work and it starts up in our minds. So let's explore how we can truly have a new mindset in 2025. Your mindset is basically how you see yourself, the world around you, and your place in it. If you have a positive and growth mindset, you see the challenges as opportunities. If your mindset is stuck or negative, you see those same challenges as huge obstacles that might stop you completely. Think of your mindset like a camera lens. If the lens is dirty, the pictures will look blurry, but clean it and everything looks bright and clear. That's how your thinking works. Clean up your negative thoughts and you start seeing fresh possibilities all around you. In the Bible, there's a verse, Romans chapter 12, verse 2, that reminds us we should be transformed by renewing our minds. It's a big hint that our thinking has to keep shifting if we want real growth. And that's not just a Sunday thing, it's real life. If you are stuck in your old thoughts, you'll be stuck in your actions. But refresh your mind and watch your actions change. Before we jump to new ways of thinking, we have to admit what old thoughts we are carrying. Think about cleaning out a closet. You open the door and find old clothes you haven't worn in ages. Maybe there's a coat from when you were little. It's obviously too small, but it's still there. That's how old thinking patterns work. They hang around in our heads even if they don't fit us anymore. Why do we keep them? Sometimes it's just comfortable, or we are too afraid to try something new. Sometimes we don't even realize we are carrying them. For instance, you might believe I'm terrible at speaking in public because once ago, a long time, you messed up your lines in a school play. So now you dodge every opportunity to speak. But that old belief might not be true anymore. Recognizing these outdated thoughts is the first step to letting them go. Time to clean up that mental closet. Sort your thoughts like you are sorting clothes. Keep, toss, or donate. Keep the thoughts that help you grow, like I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Toss the thoughts that drag you down, like I'll never be good at anything. And sometimes you can donate what you've learned to others, sharing wisdom you ain't using. Be honest about which thoughts are helpful and which are harmful. If an idea keeps you up at night, makes you feel small, or stands in your way, it's time to get rid of it. You might have heard about having a growth mindset. That means believing you can improve through practice, effort, and learning from mistakes. It's about seeing failure not as the end, but a lesson. This is super important if you want to do big things in 2025. A neat trick is adding the word yet to negative thoughts. Instead of saying I'm not good at math, Try saying, I'm not good at maths yet. It changes hopeless to hopeful just like that. People often give up too soon because they want big results overnight. When they don't see them, they quit. But real success is built in small wins. If your goal is to read more this year, pat yourself on the back when you finish even a single chapter. Don't wait until you finish 10 giant books before you celebrate. Think of David beating Goliath. We love the big final victory, but David spent a lot of time training by tending sheep and learning to use a slingshot on smaller threats. Those smaller wins prepared him for the giant. Same goes for you. Small everyday victories build into something huge. Have you ever heard someone say, "Show me your friends and I'll show you your future"? It sounds kind of cheesy, but there's a lot of truth in it. If your circle is full of people who complain all the time, it's easy to start complaining too. But if your friends talk about ideas, encourage each other, and dream big, you start doing the same. Choose your influences wisely. You can't always choose your family members, but you can choose how much negativity to let into your mental space. Pay attention to the accounts you follow online. If your feed is filled with arguments and sadness, maybe it's time to clean that up. You can also find a supportive community, like a Bible study group or a club of people who are learning new skills. Proverbs chapter 13 verse 20 says, "Walk with the wise and become wise." When you look at New Year's resolutions, people often say stuff like, "I will get fit" or "I will save money." That's a decent start, but it's not very clear. A stronger approach is to make your goals specific, like "I will work out 3 times a week" or "I will save $10 every week." Also, make sure your goals connect to something you truly care about, rather than something you just feel you should do. If you want to get fit to hike a cool mountain or keep up with your kids, that might motivate you more than just wanting to look better. Another huge part of a new mindset is to letting go of anger, regrets, and disappointments. We sometimes carry these feelings around like a heavy backpack, letting them weigh us down. It's time to drop that baggage. Jesus talked a lot about forgiveness, and it's not just a nice idea, it's practical. Holding grudges hurts you more than the other person. It's like running a race with a backpack full of bricks. If you forgive and let go of that weight, you can run faster, lighten your load, and keep moving. Now let's get practical. How do you reshape your thinking every single day? One simple way is morning affirmations. Yes, it might feel silly at first, but stand in front of your mirror and say things like, "I am worthy of good things," or "I'm ready to learn today." Another powerful habit is keeping a gratitude journal. Every night, write down 3 things you are thankful for, big or small. When you make it a habit to notice the good, your brain starts naturally spotting more of it. Visualization is another handy tool. Before tackling a challenge, close your eyes and imagine yourself doing it well. Imagine yourself nailing that presentation or acing that exam. It's like a mental rehearsal that boosts your confidence. And don't forget the power of prayer and meditation. Spend a few minutes each day being quiet, praying, or focusing on your breathing. It can calm the storm of worries in your head and help you see things clearly. No matter how pumped you are about a new mindset, life happens. You might get sick, lose a job, or have an argument with a friend. A fresh mindset doesn't prevent problems, but it changes how you handle them. Instead of freaking out, pause and think, what can I learn here? The Bible story of Joseph shows us someone who faced awful setbacks, sold into slavery, falsely accused, thrown in jail. But he didn't grow bitter. He stayed hopeful and eventually rose to a higher position. Humor can also flip your mood in an instant. Ever been in a bad mood, then someone told you a funny story and you just had to laugh? Laughter is like a mini vacation for your mind. If you are stressed, watch something funny or call that friend who cracks you up. If you are learning guitar and hitting all wrong notes, joke. At least my cat thinks I'm creating a masterpiece. Little laughs can go a long way. New Year changes often fade by mid-January because we don't have a long-term plan. Think about how to keep your mindset fresh. Some people do a weekly check-in, maybe Sunday night, and ask, am I still working on my mindset or did I slip up? Others pick a growth buddy to stay accountable. And don't forget to reward yourself now and then when you stick to your new habits. You might be wondering how to balance spiritual truth with everyday life. A verse like Proverbs chapter 23 verse 7 says, as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. That means your identity flows out of your thoughts. But you don't have to over-spiritualize everything. If you get a flat tire, you pray if you want, but you also fix it. Faith paired with action is powerful. No action, no change. One big issue that stops people from changing is self-doubt. That little voice says, you are not good enough, but that voice lies. If you believe it, you will never see what you are really capable of. A good trick is to name that negative voice. Next time it whispers, say, oh, there is worry what again. Another idea is to keep a folder, physical or digital, of things you've done well. When self-doubt shows up, open that folder and remind yourself of your successes. You've got what it takes. Challenges can feel frustrating, but can also help you grow. Picture trying to open a stuck pickle jar. You twist and it's tough. But when it finally pops open, that victory feels great. Life's problems are like that. It's tough in the moment, but conquering them makes you stronger. Instead of thinking, I have to do this, try thinking, I get to do this. That tiny word shift can change your attitude, reminding you there is reward after the hard work. How do you stay motivated, especially when life gets hectic or draining? Try a simple morning routine. Wake up a little earlier, stretch, pray, or read something inspiring before diving into your day. And don't forget how much health matters. A tired body often leads to a tired mind. So eat well, get enough rest, and move around. Also fill your ears with uplifting music. It can make a big difference. Sometimes, despite all this, you feel like quitting. Maybe you spilled your coffee, stabbed your toe, or got stuck in traffic, all before noon. When that happens, remember it's just one day, not the whole story of your life. Check if you are blowing things out of proportion. Talk to someone or pray about it. Jesus said, come to me, all you who weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. That's a reminder we are not meant to carry everything alone. Let's have a quick laugh at everyday mindset shifts. If you are stuck in traffic, old mindset, this traffic ruins my day. New mindset. At least I can listen to a new podcast. Bent toast. Old mindset. I'm a kitchen disaster. New mindset. Guess tomorrow I'll master pancakes instead. It's all about perspective. Don't wait until the end of 2025 to see if you've grown. Around June or July, do a mid-year mindset review. I'll be here to remind you. Check what goals you've met, where you struggled, and how to adjust. It's like tuning your car before a long trip. Helping others is part of keeping your own mindset strong. Show them by example, not by force. If they ask how you stay positive, share the small habits that help you, like gratitude journaling or naming your negative voice. People see it working for you. They might give it a try themselves. Looking at 2025 as a whole, we've talked about cleaning out our old thoughts, celebrating small wins, letting go of grudges, using humor, and handling setbacks like a pro. This can be the year of your best mindset ever if you decide to keep learning and growing. Life will throw good and bad your way, but your mindset decides how you respond. Building a stronger mindset takes consistent effort, like working a muscle. You will see real change if you stick with it. Keep verses like Romans chapter 12 verse 2 in your heart. Let your mind be renewed daily. Stay focused on what matters. Stay thankful, forgive others and yourself. Laugh often and seek help when you need it. You will find your mind more hopeful, more creative, and better equipped to handle whatever comes next. So are you really ready to leave your old thinking behind and step into 2025 with a fresh perspective? I believe you are. Let's take this bold step together. Shift your thoughts and watch what amazing things happen. One thought at a time. We've got this. Keep going until your life overflows with hope and courage you never thought possible. It's your time. Go make it count.